Welcome to Haunted History, and have I got a story for you? This is a story where you true crime buffs, such as myself, paranormal buffs, such as myself, and history buffs, such as myself, will enjoy because it has elements of all three. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my favorite podcast, Barry Bones, with Kate Winkler Dawson and Paul Hose. This is where I heard the story for the first time, and I couldn't believe it, considering everything that's involved in it. Now let's get into it. So this is a supposed portrait of Elma Sands. Elma Sands was murdered in 1800. Now here's how her story goes. Elma was 22 years old, living in a boarding house type situation. There was another person living there by the name of Levi Weeks. Now, back in that period of time, you couldn't have sexual relationships until you were either engaged or married. Now, Elma had reported to all the other people and her friends and her cousin, Catherine, who resided at the same boarding house as well, that she had been dating Levi. Now, Levi, being a little sus, didn't tell anybody. Now, Levi also had this brother named Ezra Weeks. Ezra Weeks was a financially well-off, I think he was into architecture. So he had some money. Now, Levi had a brother named Ezra Weeks who was financially well off. And this is where this part comes into play, is at that time in society, there was a law, the Broken Hearts Law or something like that, that stated, basically if someone is grieving as a result of your inability to keep your promise or something of that effect, that, they were allowed financial compensation. So it is reported that, or theorized that, Elma and Levi had sexual relations before marriage, which back then was a big no-no. And Elma telling Levi this is where Levi got the idea to, unalive her, because even though Levi was his own separate person, Ezra could have been financially responsible. I know, weird, huh? So on December 22nd, after Elma has been missing for a couple of weeks, her body is discovered in a well. Now she's got some head trauma, she's got scrapes on her fingers and knuckles, and that she's got some abrasions on her ankles, but it was determined that the cause of death was from the head trauma. So Levi is arrested, and he is represented by none other than Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. Yes, the famous and historical Alexander Hamilton and a future U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr, who later dueled 5 years later, and Aaron Burr won and killed Alexander Hamilton. Now, stay tuned for part 2.